1800 hours, Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Farzana Khan. First, the headlines. Finance Minister says the government is focusing on creating a business-friendly environment for foreign investors. National Assembly was informed today that relief worth 65 billion rupees in the power sector has been provided to farmers, industrialists and flood-affected people across the country. Information Minister says the government does not believe in political victimization and will take action against the people who violate the law. Pakistan has urged the international community to take notice of India's oppressive measures to damage Kashmir's economy by obstructing their trade. All-party Hurriyat Conference says Modi-led fascist Indian government cannot mislead the world over prevailing grim situation of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir through its nefarious designs. In the Women's Asia Cup in Bangladesh, Pakistan beat India by 13 runs at Sylhet today. And now the news in detail. Finance Minister Ishaq Dar says the government is focusing on creating a business-friendly environment for foreign investors. Talking to the U.S. Ambassador Donald Blum in Islamabad today, he said attracting U.S. investment in different sectors of economy is the government's top priority. The Finance Minister briefed the ambassador about the devastation caused by recent floods in Pakistan. He also highlighted the economic agenda and policies of government aimed at bringing about economic and fiscal stability. Donald Blum appreciated the government's policies and assured his support to further promote bilateral economic investment and trade relations between the two countries. The National Assembly was informed today that fuel adjustment price for the current month has been reduced to less than ₹1 per unit. Speaking in the National Assembly today, Minister for Power Khurram Dastgir said relief worth 65 billion rupees has been provided to farmers, industrialists and flood-affected people in the power sector. Speaking on a point of order, Minister for Water Resources Saeed Khurshid Ahmed Shah called for declaring agriculture, water, infrastructure and rains emergency to cope with the challenges posed by the devastating floods in the country. He said we should divert funds towards flood management. The Senate was informed today that Pakistan is currently facing a new wave of terrorism and the government is taking effective measures to counter it. Responding to a question during question hour in the House, Minister of State for Law and Justice Shahadat Awan said most of the terrorist incidents are reported in border-adjacent areas of Khyber Pakhtunkhwa and Balochistan. He said persistent intelligence-based operations are being carried out to neutralize the terrorist organizations. Answering another question, Shahadat Awan said Pakistan Telecommunication Authority is going to introduce a live finger detector system to eradicate silicon thumbs to control cyber crimes. Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah has directed the High-Powered Committee on Cyber and Electronic Security of Government Offices to complete its work within 2 weeks under the given terms of reference. He was chairing the first meeting of the Committee on Cyber and Electronic Security in Islamabad today. The committee will review the existing cyber security protocols for the Prime Minister's office and House. It will formulate an action plan to make the cyber security protocol foolproof. The committee will also prepare recommendations to ensure electronic security of all government offices and submit it to Prime Minister within 2 weeks. Minister for Information and Broadcasting Maryam Aurangzeb says the government does not believe in political victimization but will take action against the people who violate the law. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, she said the government will ensure to hold the powerful people accountable for their wrongdoings. Criticizing the PTI chairman for damaging the country's economy and foreign relations in his 4-year tenure, the Information Minister said Imran Khan should apologize to the nation for misleading the people. She said inflation rate of edible commodities soared from 2% to 20% in Imran Khan's government. Interior Minister Rana Sanaullah says the government will take all possible measures to maintain law and order in Islamabad and pressure groups will not be allowed to siege the capital. Addressing a news conference in Islamabad today, he said the government has formulated a plan to counter any march towards Islamabad. The Interior Minister said the PTI chairman Imran Khan is misleading the nation and his narrative of conspiracy has been exposed. Commenting on recent audio leak of the PTI chief, he said it reveals that Imran Khan was involved in horse trading. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has condemned a brutal killing of 36 people, including 23 children, in Thailand. In a tweet today, he termed the killing a gruesome act. He said there are no words to condemn this barbarity. The Prime Minister expressed his deepest condolences to the bereaved parents and people of Thailand. This is Radio Pakistan giving you the news. Pakistan has urged international community to take notice of India's oppressive measures to damage Kashmiri's economy by obstructing their trade. Responding to a question during his weekly news briefing in Islamabad today, Foreign Office spokesperson Asim Iftikhar said having failed to suppress legitimate struggle of Kashmiri people, India is now resorting to use of coercive means by blocking cross-line of control trade. He said India is specially restricting movement of perishable goods to harm economic interests of farmers of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. Regarding Pakistan's relations with the United States, the spokesperson said Pakistan's position at the regional and global affairs is well known. He said there is a lot of positive momentum in the Pak-US relationship, which is evident from the very intense engagements, visits, meetings, and interactions at various levels. Asim Iftikhar said it is in the interest of both the countries to keep this positive trajectory and healthy engagements for mutual benefit. All parties video conference says Modi-led fascist Indian government cannot mislead the world of a prevailing grim situation of Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir through its nefarious tactics. In a statement in Srinagar, the APHC said Indian authorities and media are trying to portray the participation of people in public meetings addressed by India's Home Minister Amit Shah during his recent visit as return of normalcy in the Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir. The APHC said purpose of this political drama is to hoodwink Indian people and international community into believing that the Kashmiri people are happy with the BJP regime. Political experts and analysts in their interviews said the Modi regime is crafting false narratives of development and progress in Indian illegally occupied Jammu and Kashmir to justify its illegal actions in territory. Meanwhile, occupation authorities kept senior APHC leader Mirwais Umar Farooq under house arrest and once again disallowed him to offer Jummah prayers at Jamia Masjid, Srinagar. 6 Indian troops were killed today after a landslide hit an army convoy in Ladakh region of the occupied territory. On the other hand, enjoying patronage of BJP government, Hindutva mob forcefully performed puja inside the historic Mahmud Gawan Madrasa Mosque in the Bidar area of the Indian Karnataka state on Thursday early morning. Russia's Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov says remarks by Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky suggesting that NATO should launch preventive strikes on Russia has invited the need of special operation in Ukraine by Moscow. According to Kremlin spokesman Dmitry Peskov, Russia announces Zelensky's comments as an appeal to start yet another world war with unpredictable and monstrous consequences. And now cricket. In the Women's Asia Cup, Pakistan beat India by 13 runs in Sylhet, Bangladesh today. Chasing a victory target of 138 runs against Pakistan, India were all out for 124 in 19.4 overs. Nida Dar of Pakistan, who scored 56 runs and grabbed 2 wickets, was declared player of the match. And finally, the weather report. Mainly dry weather is expected over most parts of the country, while hot in southern parts during the next 12 hours. And that is the end of the news. For more news and analyses, log on to our website radio.gov.pk and also watch live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.